Hey, it's Kelsey, and just a quick heads up, we recorded this episode with a completely new setup and ended up filming completely out of focus, so the quality of this episode is a bit blurry. We're so sorry about that, but without further ado, thanks for tuning in and let's get right into this episode. Hope y'all enjoy!
I remember her blue dress, and she had her, was it black? Blue?
Oh, who had the blue dress on? Yeah, who had the blue dress on? What else did I wear?
Blue or black? I don't remember.
What'd you wear? Who wore the blue dress?
I don't think I ever told you, but I think now I remember.
Guys, this is like, oh my gosh.
This is actually the first time that
He never tells me any of this stuff, except for when we do these episodes. Like, I'm so excited. Like, okay, keep going.
Well, it's just because you don't remember things, and
I know, it's so sad. I can't remember. Hey everyone, and welcome back to the Unfiltered Couple Show. I'm Kelsey.
And this is Justin.
And guess what we did?
Boom, boom, boom. Lights, 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 lights. We got a new setup.
Yeah, we decided to change it a little bit.
Oh, and for the ones who are listening through the podcast, check out our YouTube. You'll see that we got a new setup. It looks a little better, I think.
Yeah, we got lights in the back.
Got lights.
Made it a little cozier looking.
Yeah, we invested a little bit into the setup.
Just a little bit.
And then we're planning on getting new lights. Oh, not new lights.
No.
New mic setups and stuff like that later on in the future.
Yeah, hopefully we can get 2 mics for both of us.
And I think you got a piece of greens in your teeth.
Did I have greens today?
You had that, what did you have for dinner? Oh, you probably
We had Korean barbecue for dinner tonight. Yes. And shout out to Ben if you're listening.
Benjamin Sim. Thanks for dinner. I appreciate it. Or we appreciate it.
And following us and everything. And
yes.
But anyways, we hope you like the setup. Let us know what you think in the comments down below. If you're on YouTube or whatever, or shoot us a DM. Yeah, we like it and we hope you do too. But for today's episode, what are we talking about? Do you know?
I have no clue, Kelsey. What are we talking about today?
Well, I was able to, over the week and weekend, kind of talk to all of our followers on Instagram on the behalf of both of us. And it was so encouraging, and you guys sent so much love and support, and we are even more motivated to making more episodes and everything. But something that we got a lot of requests of was our story. And just us and how we met and how, we met as strangers and
stranger danger.
And you guys just wanted to know more about us personally. Not even the problems and specific topics, but you guys wanted to know, which you guys gave a lot of details on and requests for, but you wanted to know more about us personally. So today's episode is dedicated to just that, our story.
Okay.
So just going over
disclaimer. Our story is not pretty. I mean, it's not one of those lovey-dovey
Yeah, it's not even that interesting per se, but since you guys want to know and get to know us a little more, we're just going to say.
Yep. And then remember, if you guys watched the Love at First Sight one, so you guys know we did not meet and have love at first sight. So just a disclaimer out there. So if you guys wanted some juicy information, not really that juicy, but stick around. You might hear things that you probably didn't know about our relationship.
And we'll probably hear things that we never even knew about each other either, through our different perspectives.
Yeah, maybe. We'll see.
Yeah. So basically, how we met, and also getting into business together, and how we met as not friends at first, and how the first date happened being not friends.
So we're going to talk about all of those today?
Yeah, just kind of just keep that in mind when we talk today.
Okay. I don't recall what you just said, but I'm pretty sure we'll click through it.
Yeah.
All right.
So, in your perspective, how did we even meet?
From your boy Justin. I'm the baller here, so I'm just kidding. I think the first time I met Kelsey was at school. Well, after school actually. Surprisingly, me and Kelsey went to the same elementary school, middle school, high school, and Kelsey did taekwondo. And we even went to the same taekwondo academy, and we only lived like 10 minutes apart, and we just never knew that
Of each other.
of each other. Like, we didn't know of our existence together. So it was a little like wild how like after like 20 years, like over 20 years of not knowing each other, all of a sudden,
not 20, it was like more like 18, 19,
Yeah.
18, 17, 18 years. Yeah.
yeah, around there, all of a sudden, like, we just started to know each other. Well, like, she was never in my life, and it was weird because like we live so close and we did so much things together, but like we just didn't know of each other. You know, it's so weird, and like we weren't even friends.
Yeah, and even for taekwondo, like he mentioned taekwondo. Taekwondo is a big part of my life, and I've done it since I was like 8 years old, and that's really the sport that I kind of like fit into and did really well at and excelled at. But the fact that he was also at the same taekwondo. Sorry guys, our light just fell that we just did this, so our light fell, but it doesn't look bad.
Okay, we're gonna
but
leave
we're gonna
that.
keep going.
We're gonna keep going. That's crazy.
We'll fix that later.
If you heard it on the podcast, the little thump was
our
the
light
lights,
fell.
and oh my goodness, I have to probably stitch that back. Stitch it.
Stitch
It back up. Okay. Anyways, we're gonna continue with this topic.
But yeah, taekwondo was a thing that I really excelled at and was good at, and it was like my thing. But knowing that he was like always there is kind of creepy.
Yeah. So like, the first time we met in high school was in senior year. So Kelsey's a year older than me, so she's a senior. I'm a junior, and from like a friend from our friend group, we were all called to make a poster and help a friend for prom, right? So the first time that I ever met Kelsey was at Panera Bread. Panera Bread, right?
Yeah, and shout out to Aman Galani. If you're listening to this, you made this happen, I guess. This wasn't my first impression of you, but now that I think of it, yeah, this was the first time I ever like
Yeah, so
did
like
something with you.
we finished school, and I don't know how you got there. But I had a car in senior year or junior year.
How did I get there? Because I never had a car during high school.
Yeah, I don't remember, but for me, because I didn't know you then, I didn't know how you got there. But for me, I took my car and we drove down to Panera Bread, and we were helping Amon create a poster for.
It was prom or homecoming. Prom, I think. Prom.
We're making a poster for Amon's date, and we're not gonna say her name just because we haven't asked her. And
But we
sorry,
haven't asked
Amon,
Amon either. But Amon is just so close to us. Yeah.
So we're gonna say your name,
we're okay.
Amon. But we went there to go make a poster. Obviously, me being the lazy one that if it's not for my own sake, I'm not gonna do. I actually went over. So Kelsey was in the booth and she was helping out, and I sat there and I was just looking at what they were doing.
Like table booth in the restaurant.
Yeah, and I was not even interested in what they were doing.
And it was
not
like
just
us-
because Amon's just a bad friend. I just didn't want to do the work. I was like,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna do this. Not today. So
Yeah.
I went across from the booth to a table, took the chairs out, took 3 chairs out, and mind you, I usually take a nap after school. I used to. So I took.
And this was after school.
Yeah, so I took the chairs out, and I laid there and I slept while they were making the poster. And that was the first time I the first time I met Kelsey. And like, here's the thing, like, the moment I saw her, I thought nothing of her as like, oh wow, like I gotta show my A game, right? I literally pulled out 3 chairs in the middle of Panera while they're in service, right? And I laid there and I slept like straight out like that. And the thing is, I do that so often, so it's normal for me. But I don't know what you thought about me, but I think that was crazy for you, right?
Yeah, Lo, I remember him pulling out, like, it wasn't just us two there. It was obviously Amon, us, and like 2 other people, like our mutual friends, I guess. And we were trying to just make the poster. But then he comes in and he just like marches in like, you know, like he owns the place. And I didn't second think you either. Like I didn't second think of you. And I don't even think we officially met then. we didn't even say like, hi, my name
Yeah,
is blah,
no,
blah,
we
blah.
didn't do any of
We
that.
didn't officially introduce each other, right? To each other, ourselves to each other. But I just remember him taking 3 chairs or 2 chairs and putting them together at a different table, like away from us. And he literally laid them together and he laid down. And you couldn't even see him because he was under the table at that point. And it was just like, oh, wow, he must have been really tired or like he just doesn't give a flip. So
Yeah, I really don't. I'm not really like the type to like care about other people. Like I only care about. Oh, okay, that sounds like I'm selfish. But like, how do you?
you were tired and it was your after school routine, so I guess you're just really tired. And did
No,
you
it's
like
just
have
I
tennis
don't.
or something?
I don't remember. But I just don't. I don't care what people think about me. That's what
Yeah.
I'm trying to say. It's not that I'm greedy or anything. I just don't care about what people think about
Yeah.
me. So
You'll
I
do what you want.
yeah, I do what I want and I do what I please. So that's just me. That's the first impression that Kelsey had, and then after
Yeah.
that, I
You're
think
right.
Amon needed some markers or stuff, that extra stuff. So we went down to Kroger, which was like a block away, right
And
behind.
I didn't follow you then.
You did.
I did? I
Yeah,
went inside Kroger?
we went to Kroger
Oh,
together,
I don't remember.
and that's when I started talking to Kelsey a little bit. Yeah, I was like, "Oh, what about this one?
Really?
What about this? What you mean, really?"
I don't remember Kroger.
Yeah, I'm probably. I don't know. You gotta.
I don't
Anyways,
remember that.
yeah, but like I was talking to you, and obviously, I'm a nice, cool, swagging guy. So obviously, I like said some pew 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 to you.
You did?
No, I'm just exaggerating, but I was just
Okay.
talking to you.
But did you like have any first impressions of me, or like were you just like, oh, she's just coming?
She's just coming.
Okay.
And I was talking to you just because I'm just a very friendly person.
He is a very friendly person, and he's friendly to like everyone, and he'll be really nice.
Yeah, so because I'm so friendly, I just started talking to her. And then surprisingly, I got her number from the group chat. I think that's where I got your numbers from the group chat.
That poster making group chat.
I think.
Probably because I didn't. I thought it was from prom, which we'll get to. We're
Yeah.
getting to that, but oh, okay.
Yeah, our it's a little not clear details just because
Yeah.
it's been such a long time.
Yeah.
But we're trying to piece it together, but that's sort of how it went, you know. And then after that, I think after that we went down to Amon's prom
Dates,
date.
yeah, house, and we helped him like go up to
Yeah.
her and stuff like that. So that happened.
Yeah, and then we got to know more of you. I got to know more of you, and then I don't think we talked after that.
Yeah, I don't think so.
We literally didn't talk because
No.
I wasn't really like, ooh, like I gotta start talking to her. Oh, I gotta like start hooking her onto Justin's fishing pole and start reeling her in. You know, but
Yeah, same here. It was just like
it was just like that. And then obviously I mean, I guess at that age, like I'm single, so obviously I'm gonna like just talk to people, and like I'm not really ashamed or afraid to talk to anyone, so I just friendly talk and that, and then I guess the first proper meeting that I met, are we talking about this? Like, is this
yeah,
the
you
topic
can
that we're
talk
talking about?
Whatever. It's just us meeting. And
Oh,
our
like, I just
story.
had no idea what
Your
the topic today was.
perspective.
Oh, yeah, and then I don't know. You want to give your perspective, or you want me to keep going?
No, you can keep going
Okay.
because
She's, like,
it's
unclear.
Correct. That's correct. You're saying more than
Yeah,
I
I
said.
recall more things because Kelsey might have a bigger, but the brain here is like a little smaller than mine. But yeah, I'm gonna continue with the story.
Yeah, that's all correct. If I have anything to say, I'll budge in.
And I feel like I talk more than Kelsey, so if you guys want Kelsey to talk more than me, put it in the comments. I feel like I talk so
No.
much compared to you. But in real life, I don't talk that much compared to Kelsey. It's weird. When I'm in front of a camera, I'm more like, I don't know, something clicks in my head and I start talking
I'm
more.
very like observatory. Like I like to observe and listen. Instead of
YouTube, I mean, when you're recording or
no,
you're hot?
yeah, I'm hot.
Yeah, it's very hot
when,
today.
Like even in a group conversation, I like to listen. And,
That's me.
and
What are
hear
you
stuff
talking about?
first, and then I say what I
Oh,
have to say.
Okay.
But like I don't like take over the whole conversation.
Okay.
You
Anyways,
can take over the whole conversation.
Anyways, yeah, and then the first actual time I met Kelsey was during prom. I mean like the day of prom.
Yeah.
Because I had previously met her. Excuse me, I got a burp. Okay, continue. Sorry. Ben, we had such a great dinner, so I'm a little, digesting, I guess.
Okay, but yeah.
But yeah, the day on prom, we went to this church to take pictures and that, and I think I met you with our friend group.
And we had a really big friend group then. Because, mind you, this was my senior prom. That was his junior prom. So, like, in my perspective, I wanted, like, a really big group. So we went with a really big friend group. Mm-hmm. And it was just so that, like, in that situation, we were just in the same friend group. Like, we were just there. And I just remember you were my ride with your date at the time.
Yeah.
But they were just friend dates. And I had a separate friend date. And he wasn't in the car
we
with us.
We never went out on prom together.
Yeah.
And sadly, we couldn't do it in my senior year because she was a freshman in college.
I was graduated already.
Yeah, so she could have.
But you didn't even go, right?
Oh, you're right. I didn't go.
Senior prom.
Oh, I didn't go because it was just somewhere that something happened during that time.
Why didn't you go?
There was something that happened during that time, during school. Something. There was like a shooting or stuff going on, I can't remember.
Because I could have still gone with you.
Yeah, but there was something going on during school, and so they had to transfer to a different.
That would have been fun. Going to prom with you as your actual date, like.
Okay,
being girlfriend
Let
or
me
boyfriend.
continue.
But anyways, back to senior year, junior year prom.
Yeah, so the reason why I didn't go to my senior year prom was because there was something happening in school and they had to switch locations to a worse location than it was. And I just didn't want to go. And I was just like, that's it. I mean, remember we used that money and we went out to get it. Like, we went out on our own date night, remember?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
See, you remember.
Yeah, I have a better memory than Kelsey.
Okay, but then still going back to your junior prom.
Yeah,
and my senior prom.
We took pictures. Yeah, she was wearing, I remember her blue dress, and she had her, was it black? Blue?
Oh, who had the blue dress on? Yeah, who had the blue dress on? What else did I wear?
Blue or black? I don't remember.
What'd you wear? Who wore the blue dress?
I don't remember. Oh, maybe she was wearing black.
Yeah, I was wearing a black dress.
She was wearing a black one, and then she had her hair tied up like in like a like a Korean drama like.
Yeah, like it was a low bun, and I had a vision for it, and I had my style like. Anyways,
I'm not gonna say anything. I'm just explaining how she was looking.
I should have put my hair down.
And then Kelsey usually never wears makeup. Yeah, but that day she decided that she's gonna get her makeup done, and I never saw her, so I didn't know. Yeah, it's prom, so girly stuff. That's what they do. They do their makeup, hair. What else did you guys do? Wear nice nail. Oh yeah,
I don't do that though, but that was just like prom, so I did it.
Yeah, so she did that, and we all took pictures in our friend group and everything, and then she decided to hop in my car because we were driving to a restaurant. I don't even remember
and
what restaurant.
And you're my ride in the
I was basically the chauffeur for her because she was in the back seat with the what do you call it, the armrest thing down in my car.
And your date was in the front.
Yeah, and so she was chilling back there, and then we went to the restaurant. Of course, since we're in a group all together, we went in and we sat pretty much right across. I remember we sat right across from each other, right?
Really? I don't remember any of that. What restaurant did we go to?
It was a very high-end restaurant, but I don't remember what it was called.
Wait, what? Which restaurant did we go to?
Because I remember seeing a red Ferrari that day.
I don't.
I have better memory than Kelsey.
Oh my gosh,
like I said, Kelsey, like this right here, like guys, if you're on YouTube, like, ooh, but like in here, like it's ooh. I'm just joking around. But yes, I usually remember a little bit more than her. But yeah, we went in.
If you can't see right now, I look very confused. I'm like trying to think, but yeah, keep going.
We went in, we ate, obviously, and then after we ate dinner, we went to prom.
I know, we went to a really fancy restaurant. I remember
Why are you trying to remember it?
I remember taking pictures of us in the restaurant.
Yeah.
I was sitting next to Amon. If you're listening, I sat next to you, Amon, and we had so much fun. But even then, I did not talk to you.
Yeah, we didn't. She did not talk to me.
What restaurant was
but
that?
Like,
if you know what restaurant that is, and if you were there at prom and you're listening to this, please comment down below. That would really jog our memories. But yeah, sorry,
no, jog your memory.
Keep going.
I'm telling you this story, so I don't need a jogger refresher right now.
Okay, keep going. Keep going.
Anyways, we just know of each other as friends, like talking, right? We're just friendly. Nothing like I was talking to her while we were having dinner.
No flirting, nothing like that.
Yeah, it was just casual, just friend. And then,
and then so we.
Oh yeah, and then we drove to prom.
I drove downtown?
Yeah, downtown at the College Hall of Fame. So I drove
Football
Hall of Fame in Atlanta, if you guys know where that is. I drove down there. We parked, and then from there we just went our separate ways. When Kelsey was doing her prom thing there, I was not even near her. Like, we weren't even like. Because you were with your date, I was with my date, and then we were just doing our separate things, and
at the location, at the venue.
Yeah, at the venue, and we just didn't.
But I just remember a little detail. Before we got to the venue, we stopped by Starbucks.
Oh, yes.
Me, you, and your date, we just went to Starbucks.
Yeah, we went to
thing.
Starbucks just because I think we were waiting
on others or something.
Yeah, something
or
like
we
that.
We just let's get Starbucks, so we went there. But that's just a minor detail. We did that, and then we went to the venue.
Yep, we went to the venue. We did all our College Hall of Fame our prom stuff.
Yeah,
and then we decided.
So lame. I just remember it was so lame, and everyone in our group. It was a nice venue, but it was just so lame. We were just standing there.
The music was also bad too. I mean,
no one was dancing.
Yeah, it was bad. But anyways, after that, we decided to go down to a after party.
That our own prom. Group did.
Yeah, and our own thing that we did, and then we went down, and we
drove. I remember sleeping in the back seat of your car.
Oh, really?
Like on the way there, I passed out and I was just like sleeping.
Yeah, and then we got there, and then that's where I guess because once we got there, I changed. Like it was a more casual way to like meet people and talk to new people and talk to in the friend group that I've never met. So like we went there and we.
It was at a neighborhood clubhouse.
It was in a clubhouse, and I don't know.
I just remember, in my perspective, when we were trying to get out of the car to get into the clubhouse of the neighborhood, I was uncomfortable, or I didn't bring a change of clothes. Did everyone bring a change of clothes except me?
Yeah, it was just you. And in my car, I had extra pair of
your tennis clothes.
My tennis clothes that. I used to play tennis,
he still does. He's a coach now, but he used to play for the school.
I played for the school, so I had extra clothes I always kept. And then she needed some, so she actually changed into my clothes. Yeah.
But it was just like, oh, can I just borrow your clothes? Like, I need to change. Like, it wasn't like anything other than that. It was like, I need a pair of clothes.
She was like, everyone's like dancing to the music and everything, and she's wearing a dress.
Did everyone bring a pair of clothes?
Yeah, everyone did. You're just the only one. That's what I remember.
Guys.
Because everyone was running around, and I see you in a dress, so you're like, oh, so uncomfortable.
So, like, I remember you and your date went in for me to change in the car, and I changed in the car, and I came out.
And then, obviously, when I give clothes to a stranger, you get a little closer, right? So, as we're having our after party, I started talking to Kelsey, and then that's where we formally got to know each other. And then you left for home, and then I left for home. I just remember
we took a picture.
Yeah, and then...
That was like our first ever picture together.
Yeah.
As friends.
Yeah, so everything started on prom.
So we did get a little close, but like it's not like to the point where we could have a conversation and sit down, like a deep conversation, get to know each other. It was an after party, so it was more like... super casual, like just let's have fun, but like with other people around, obviously.
And then Kelsey went on to, she went back home. We went back home.
Amon took me home, by the way. Again, shout out to you, Amon, for taking me home that night.
Anyways, we departed and we went back home, and we actually, the next day we never talked or anything. but
See, that's where
some
it's a blur to
well,
me.
I know what happened because this is where you always ask questions, and I don't think I ever told you, but I think now I remember.
Guys, this is like, oh my gosh.
This
like,
is actually the
he
first
never
time
tells
that
me
Justin,
any of this
I mean,
stuff
Justin,
except
yeah.
for when we like do these episodes. Like, I'm so excited. Like, okay, keep
Well,
going.
it's just because you don't remember things, and
I know, it's so sad. I
okay.
can't remember.
And how long is this video? Oh, it's 24. If you guys are still watching this, I think we're gonna do a part 2, guys, because it's getting pretty long. So if you guys, you want to do a
We're
part 2?
almost done. We're almost done.
So you just
we
want
can do up to 30 minutes. It's fine. You guys can
no,
speed it up if you want.
This is gonna go on for a while.
Okay.
Let's do a part 2.
Fine. Oh
Let's
my
do a
gosh,
part
this
2.
is the part where you're gonna tell.
Yeah,
you're
I'm
about
sorry,
to say
guys.
stuff that I don't even know.
I would say this right now, but like we're running short on time.
Okay,
So,
so
let's
we'll
just
stop it here. So where are we? We're at the part where
after prom.
After prom,
And
it's
this
been
is
a
where
day.
Kelsey doesn't
and
remember.
I don't remember how
Uh-huh.
the ball got actually rolling in our right minds,
Mm-hmm.
right? So this is part 1. We're gonna do part 2 right after this video. So you
Yes.
guys can stay tuned. Make sure to follow us on Instagram at the Unfiltered Couple Show. And yeah, just keep listening.
Yes, and then we'll see you guys in the next video. So make sure you guys watch out for part 2. I'm sorry, guys, it's getting a little long, so I know it's getting juicy, but we'll stick it for part 2. Okay, guys.
Okay, see you in part 2.
All right, bye, guys. Bye.